Buddy, it is me. It is I, the Rain Eyes. I don't know why I said that so weird. But
You are indeed the Rain Eyes.
Hold on. Is the game doing the thing? No, I have to do display capture. Hold on. I am closing out of the game and reopening it so that y'all get the musical sting. Cause it. Oh, and hey, Vector is going back to bed. There we go. There we go. Also, I am realizing that people can't sub to me yet because I still have to set up the Twitch affiliate thing. Good news is that I have the means with which to do that now. Without paying anyone. Yeah, because... Woo-woo. Anyways, we are going to do a new game. And because I haven't played this particular game in a while, we're doing Amateur Sleuth. I would do Master Sleuth, but again, I haven't played this game in a while, and typically it's my sister who plays these, and I just watch while pulling up the walkthrough. Because, let me tell you, Nancy Drew walkthroughs are everywhere, especially for the puzzles. Step-by-step guides on what to do when. Because otherwise the game just leaves you to your own devices to figure things out. Anyways, are you watching?
Yeah.
Very cool. Someone is calling Nancy in the middle of the night.
What time is it?
Late.
Savannah? Is that you? What's wrong?
I got a case for you.
Can it wait until later?
I'm sorry, it can't. There's been a kidnapping. A girl just a little older than you.
Shouldn't the police be taking care of this?
There's only so much they can do, and she needs to be found before something bad happens.
What do you mean?
The call came in for me, but I can't go. Thornton Hall is a dangerous place for people like me.
Ghost hunters, you mean? So people think it's haunted?
They know. Jesslyn needs someone who ain't afraid to run after her. That ain't me. What I'm asking of you is dangerous.
After everything you did for me in Japan, I'll do it.
Thank you. Drive to the airport now. I'll arrange a ticket. And Nancy, I didn't call you just because you're a good detective. I called you because you're a skeptic. Thornton Hall is no place for anyone who believes.
Then you called the right detective.
I'm serious. You think long and hard about that before you get on that plane. If what you find on the island is going to get to you, don't go. Stay home.
Don't worry, I'm on the case.
Alrighty.
You sure about this?
I am.
Watch yourself around the Thorntons. They earn their bad reputation.
Well, thanks for being concerned. I should be okay.
Well, it depends who's here. Hope for your sake Wade's not skulking around. Or that loony bin reject Harper. But it's Charlotte you best watch for. Black Rock Island belongs to her now. Has ever since the night the fire took her. Take care now.
Thank you, Exposition Ferryman.
Yay.
Alright, I'm gonna go over here first since I know that I have to talk to this guy in order to get stuff.
Hey!
Hello, Wade.
You're not Savannah.
No, but you must be Wade.
Is she with you? Are you the new assistant? What's his name, get canned or something?
Logan? I don't know. All I know is that she thought I'd be the right person for the case. She's not coming.
What did you just say?
She said she was sorry to send me, but nothing could get her to come here.
I never took her for a coward.
Well, she seemed pretty scared of the ghosts.
Ghosts? No, that ain't it. She's scared of seeing me. I hope Savannah understands the mess she dropped you in.
What kind of mess?
What kind of mess?
Take a look around and then you tell me. Who's more welcome here? The living or the dead? Anyway, Savannah had a package sent. I guess it must be for you. It's up in the house.
Who else is here?
Clara, that's Jesselyn's mother. Colton, her fiancé.
Anyone else?
Depends what you mean by anyone.
Any other alive or verifiably real people?
No.
Do you know Savannah?
I did, once.
And now?
And now I don't.
That's not how knowing people works, Wade.
How did you meet Savannah?
We went to the same bookstore.
You don't seem like the type.
I'll take that as a compliment and an insult.
How long ago was this?
A while. Gone now. It was a little old dark place. Carried these musty old books. Stuff that didn't exist anywhere else.
What kind of stuff?
All sorts. But I was there researching our family. Savannah had this way of reading, like there was something she needed to know real bad. One day I finally asked, "What is it you need to know so bad?" You know what she said?
What?
Nothing. She handed over the book she was reading and walked out. At first, I'm feeling a touch rejected. But then I look at the book.
What was the book?
That was the crazy thing. It was the Thornton family book of names. Births, deaths, marriage, and so on, going way back.
Why would she have that?
Why, indeed. I had to know. Took me some doing, but I tracked her down.
So you met Savannah because she was trying to find Charlotte's ghost?
One of those people who met her was Savannah. Ask her, and maybe she'll tell you about it. After that, she became obsessed with Thornton Hall. We got to know each other. I fell for her like a Black Tuesday banker. In the end, the landing was just as rough.
You said you were researching the family. Why?
After Charlotte died, that's when something I always knew came out shining so bright, I finally had to admit it. Long as it's been growing, the Thornton family tree's been split down the middle. The evil roots always trying to strangle out the good. I used to think I was on the side of good.
And now?
What do you think?
I think you are.
I think you are.
Don't be so sure.
What did you mean about the family being split in two?
You wouldn't know by looking around here, seeing the state we're in, but we're loaded.
What's that have to do with anything?
The Thornton family bought its money with blood, and not always our own.
And you think one part of the family had more to do with this than the other?
I don't speak ill of the dead, especially not when they're staring up at the soles of my boots. Look around. You'll see.
I like that line, that I don't speak ill of the dead, especially not when they're staring up at the soles of my boots.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that's a hard
Get on
line.
out of here now.
And of course he just said, "Get on out of here now." I love Wade. Wade's great. Also, you get to look
Yeah.
at each and every one of these gravestones.
No need
Each
to
and
jump,
every one?
Just me.
Yep.
Can you tell me about
How
some
many?
of these stones?
I'll tell you what
I mean, well,
can.
there are a lot,
Sometimes
but
it's best to just look
I figured.
and listen. That's Charlotte.
Dear sweet Charlotte, please come back. That's a sad inscription.
It was a sad time. None of us wanted to see her leave. We didn't expect it to become what it's become.
and Wade gives you a little treat for almost every one of them.
Beauregard Thornton. Mean old codger.
And that's all he says about Beauregard Thornton. Just Beauregard Thornton, mean old codger.
Mm-hmm.
Notice how Wade only says stuff about the important ones.
Yeah.
Luther, my daddy. Mama called him the king of slamming doors. He had a hot temper, but a soft heart, and no mind for business. He wasn't intuitive. He brought me out here to the stones at night. Taught me how to open my eyes, shut up, and listen. You rest well, Daddy. Virginia, my mother. Rest her soul.
Can you tell me anything about her?
Just that I miss her. and I always will.
Lee Thornton. Nothing to say about Lee Thornton.
This blank one is my favorite.
Why is that?
Who doesn't want a celebrity in the family? Especially one that rubs all the wrong people the wrong way. The Gray Lady. In the Civil War, they say she was a spy, passing codes for the North. If you look, you can find some of her contraptions here. Her service gave the Thornton family this land. Harper Stone.
Harper?
Indeed. She ran away shortly after Charlotte died. Long enough that we thought we'd lost her too. One day she walked in the front door looking wild and thin as a spring sapling. Never said where she was. Her granddaddy was so mad he left the stone to remind her of what she'd put them through. She'd sit out there and read. Don't know if it was spite or if it made her feel at home. Knowing her, probably both.
So, sister to the ghost. As for this one, he doesn't say anything about it, but because it's covered, I know it's at least somewhat important.
Yeah.
A spark at birth, a flame in life, a quiet ember in the night. Rosalie Thornton.
That there is Clara's mother.
What can you tell me about her?
Not a great deal. She loved her secrets. Never even told Clara who her daddy was.
Why not?
Don't know. When Clara was about 10, Rosalie got real sick. Every day Clara would ask about her daddy. I think she was afraid of being left to fend for herself. But Rosalie wouldn't say.
Alright, there's more to look at here at the cemetery, but I'm gonna go to the house because there's stuff there I gotta look at.
Jessalyn?
Excuse me?
Ah,
Sorry.
yes, Colton.
Of course you're not. I'm just tired.
No, don't be. I'm Nancy.
You're here to help?
Savannah Woodham called me in. She seems to think there's a supernatural explanation to Jessalyn's disappearance.
A couple of days back, that would have earned an eye roll. I'm Colton, the fiancé. Welcome to Thornton Hall. I'd extend you all the courtesies of the Thornton clan, but we seem to be about 20 years too late for that. You might need this. I found it in the house.
Is this Jessalyn's?
Yeah, it's dead though, and the charger got mangled by something. Maybe you could channel all that inquisitive energy into seeing if you can get that old phone back up and running.
Were you and Jessalyn getting married soon?
Yes,
Any chance this is just pre-wedding jitters?
she might have had second thoughts about the wedding. Trust me, everyone does. But she never let anyone worry about her like this. She loved her family more than anything.
Is it safe to assume you had second thoughts about the wedding?
I never said that.
True, but you implied it. You said, trust me, everyone does.
I know. I remember it like it was just moments ago.
See you later.
Goodbye.
I love Colton. I don't know what it is about him, but just his little gestures and his little poses. Time to talk to Clara.
You must be Nancy.
Yes, you must be Clara, Jessalyn's mother.
Yes,
I want you to know that I'm here to help you with anything you need.
that's real sweet, hon.
I know you may not want me here since you didn't actually call me yourself.
So long as you help me find Jessalyn, you're welcome under what's left of my roof here.
Is there anything else I should know that might help me find Jessalyn?
Yeah. Keep a suspicious eye on Wade.
Wade didn't seem all that dangerous to me.
He neglected to tell you about his time spent in jail, I see.
As a matter of fact,
Wade's a nice guy when he wants to be. And only when he wants to be. I'm happy we have another set of eyes looking for Jessie. But I do hope you know what you're getting yourself into.
What do you think happened to Jesselyn?
You wouldn't know by the look of this dump, but we're worth a great deal of money. Well, that's what I thought this was. But then, no. Not yet, at least. I can't believe I'm praying for a ransom note to show up. It's like someone's trying to punish us.
Why do you say that?
Thornton Hall was once something truly beautiful. But so much greed and tragedy built up in these walls that when they started to crumble, I wanted to save this place, make it mine. But I couldn't. So whoever took Jessie wanted us to sit here in this broken down old house waiting for her.
Who did Jesselyn come here with?
Addison. I tried talking to her, but she was a wreck. Here. She'll have calmed down a bit by now. I hope.
Is there any chance Jesselyn's disappearance could be cold feet?
My Jessie would never put her family through this nightmare, never.
Why is everyone here? Shouldn't we be out searching for Jesselyn?
I closed down the company. The entire staff is out combing the woods. I said, sit home or join the search. You get paid either way. Not a soul stayed home. Jesselyn grew up in the business. She's got a lot of people looking out for her. I can be thankful for that. The police recommended a presence here. They said we'd have a better chance of noticing if something was off here, knowing the place and all.
Something to notice is that everyone here seems to love Jesselyn. Everyone. Even the company workers who we don't even get to see, not a single one of them stayed home. They all went out looking for Jesselyn. That's the kind of person that she is.
Mm-hmm.
Just something to note.
Were things good between Colton and Jesselyn?
They had their rows and their romantic dinners, same as any couple. Colton had some... Well, hon, he had some issues, but they worked through them.
You mentioned that Colton had some issues. What did you mean?
To put it delicately, family issues. Never you mind. It has nothing to do with what's going on now.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Alright, time to go achievement hunting. And by achievement hunting, I mean drink as much tea as possible. Because you do, in fact, get an achievement for drinking enough tea. I can't remember how much tea you have to drink to get the achievement at the end of the game. But by God, and yes, you get all your achievements at the end of the game. You don't know which ones you have completed until the end of the game. So I'm just gonna be drinking tea. And you know you've gotten this particular achievement when Clara says something about it. So I'm just gonna gulp down tea. Waterboard Nancy with tea. Oh hey! I got the achievement! I got the achievement! I don't remember why I need these. Or it's to plug the... It's to plug in the phone. Here's the package. And here's the book. Nancy, here's some of my old paperwork from when I was looking into Charlotte myself. I know you're going to be looking for Jesselyn during the day, but night is the best time to investigate the family. That's when the spirits get restless in more ways than one. You'll probably get more out of the family then, anyway. The EMF gadget I included works pretty well on the property. I don't normally use these, but there is a strong correlation between the meter peaking and documented sightings. I know you don't like things that can't be explained, but just because it can't be explained yet doesn't mean you should disregard it. Call me if you want to talk. I don't know what help I can offer, but I'm there if you need me. Good luck, Savannah. Alright, subject summer. I was 14, my younger brother was about 12 at the time. I was a bit of a scrawny kid, and caught more than my fair share of trouble on account of being the smallest. But I was no coward, and I was itching to prove it. That's when I caught wind of Charlotte. I got it in my head that if I spent the night out at the island, the kids at school would leave me alone. Doesn't make sense now, but it made a lot of sense then. I made this big deal about sneaking onto the island, and everyone was interested. Especially my younger brother, Sean. He demanded to come, and to be honest, I was happy to have the company. We spent a while trying to get a boat, but no one wanted to let a boat to two kids in the middle of the night. Go figure, right? I knew if I didn't make it out there, I'd never hear the end of it. I'd made too big a deal out of the whole thing. I was locked in. That's when I decided that we should swim over. Anyone who grew up here knows you don't do that. The swim's not far, but the currents, they'll smash you on the rocks or they'll pull you under. That's exactly what happened to Sean. 1 second he was next to me, and the next gone. I panicked and dove into the water. Nothing. Again and again, nothing. But it turns out he was fine. He made it to the shore. I was the one in trouble. I kept going under until I got disoriented. I couldn't find which way was up. I knew that was it for me. I knew I was going to die, and I could feel the fight going out of me. That's when I heard singing. The water around me went still, and a song started swimming its way around me, pulling me towards this thing, this woman, Charlotte. The water was ice cold, and she was turning it to steam. Smoke was pouring from her like ink under the water. I knew I couldn't die down there. I knew I had to get out of the water. I don't know what happened next. I woke up on the rocks, then in the hospital. I never saw her again. I spent the rest of my life trying not to look. Yeah, I saw her. Doesn't matter why I was there. Let's just say I'm an artist. Underappreciated in my time and by the powers that be. I was out with a few riders I like to run with, out in the ruins. Blank was working on her stuff like she always did. A little cute for my taste, but she is who she is. Suddenly she drops everything and is like, we gotta go, right now. She said it like no drill. Just run. We grabbed our stuff and we ran. As we were going, there wasn't smoke, but we were all choking like there was. We could all smell the fire, and in the distance we heard screaming. I wanted to go back, but Elle told me that what we heard wasn't human. We all knew she was right. We got off the island. That's all it was. Subject: old friend. Note: skeptic, mild hesitation. I knew her. We came up in school together. She was the smartest, the prettiest, and nice. She didn't need to be, but she was. She talked to everyone about their lives, their friends, and families, and she could remember it all. We used to joke that she had the whole town in her head. Maybe it was more true than we thought. When she died, part of the town died with her. I know you want to ask about the hauntings, and rather you know than someone else. You know that stuff doesn't sit with me, but you come from good people. The truth is, she's just gone. Part of me wishes she was a ghost so I could go tell her my proper goodbyes. But anyway, that's silly for 2 reasons, since she's been made up to be such an angry ghost. I've heard the stories just like you did. That's not Charlotte. Not the Charlotte I'd know. There was no evil in her. And Savannah asked, do you think what happened the night she died might have changed that? It was an accident. Savannah said, what if it wasn't? Then she's Charlotte. She always was Charlotte. Alright. I know I need to go down this hallway. There she is! There she is! Hello, Charlotte. I was wondering why I didn't see you when I talked with Marie.
What was that?
Place your bets now, folks. Why is Charlotte here? Trinket and Sonnet says hi. Hello. Sorry, I'm just periodically checking chat. Let's see. EMF is low here. Find the package. Check. Explore the
Did that.
Find Jesselyn, can't do that. Let us call some people. Hey, Chandler, who do you want to call first? We got Addison Hammond, Bess Marvin, who is one of Nancy's best friends, and Savannah Woodham, the person who called us here and left us the EMF stuff.
Bess.
Hi, Edie.
Hello, welcome.
Bess's phone.
All right, bonus Ned.
Bonus Ned!
What are you 2 up to?
George is in New York.
So, she got the internship with that Technology of Tomorrow place?
Yeah, Ned and I were just planning a road trip for when you're back. I was in the middle of trying to convince Ned to grow a bad mustache so we can hang out in Brooklyn.
Not going to happen.
By the way,
Someone has to, Ned, and George already
Ned
said
is
no.
Nancy Drew's
It was
boyfriend.
a really angry no, too.
Just in
Anyway,
case you
did
didn't
you
know.
make it to the island?
I know that.
I did.
I've been doing a little research, and I can see why Savannah sent you.
Why's that?
If I believed in ghosts, I wouldn't come within a few hundred miles of Black Rock Island.
I can definitely see why. Even I have to admit it does have a certain abyss gaze is also into you vibe to it.
Put that on a billboard.
I've got your back. I've been reading up on missing persons cases and hauntings.
Really? Oh, that's great.
I, on the other hand, have been watching videos of otters so good at stacking things. Additionally, I've kidnapped Ned. I've been so bored since George left, and Ned's a very active listener.
Mm-hmm.
See? And he's also very quick to Stockholm.
Nickerson family trait. We like being liked.
Oh, thanks, you two.
Yeah, Nancy has a boyfriend.
Huh?
I'm talking to Trinket in chat.
Oh, what's Trinket saying? I can't see chat at the moment.
Car asks, Nancy has a BF?
Yes,
That's
indeed.
what they said.
Yes, indeed. Nancy does have a boyfriend. His name is Ned Nickerson. Put some respect on his name. He's always there for Nancy. There's something strange about Jesselyn's disappearance. Wait, I want to catch you up on the case. There's something
strange about Jesselyn's disappearance.
What's that?
There's no ransom note.
That does complicate things. But I've read that most missing person cases involve the immediate
Gotta take a
family.
puff of the inhaler.
You're right. I guess the best move is to keep the family talking. Maybe they'll let something slip.
Or maybe they're trying to tell you something.
How so?
Remember in
Oh dear,
Kyoto?
don't die.
You told me that ghosts are what people invent when an injustice can't be fixed.
Sounds
Water.
me-ish.
If that's the case here, once you figure out what the deal with the ghost is, I bet it'll point right to Jesselyn. And if the ghost is real, then case closed. A ghost did it. If that turns out to be the case, please don't tell me. I like living in a world where ghosts are probably not real. I already have to vault into bed after every scary movie for fear of ankle grabbers.
I just saw a ghost. Actually, first I want to catch you up on the case. Yeah.
I just saw a ghost.
So what are we talking? Puppet? Mirror tricks?
No, listen, don't tell anyone else this.
Is this going to be a ghost blind item? A well-known spirit was spotted at a popular haunt canoodling with a certain ghost about town known for his habit of appearing in mirrors.
Can you channel Sirius Bess for a moment?
Okay. Homework, my dad talking about taxes, that picture of a puppy who got lost. Old paintings of European royalty. I'm there.
Thanks. Since I've gotten here, things have been getting stranger and stranger. I can't shake this feeling. It's like an odd weight. I'm not saying the ghosts are real here. I'm just saying... I don't know what I'm saying.
That doesn't sound like the Nancy I know.
I know. I just need to clear my head. There is always a scientific explanation.
Ned, you gotta tell her to come home.
Still gotta work on that whisper, Bess.
Nancy, you're really scaring me. Come home.
I will, just as soon as I can. I want to catch you up on the case.
So it's a missing persons case, right?
Do you think she's actually missing?
I don't know. I've heard of runaway brides, but I don't think that's the case.
If it's a missing persons case, why aren't the police taking care of it?
Well, they are, but since she's an adult, there's only so much they can do.
Ned was telling me about the ghosts out there. Do you think maybe they're related?
Actually, I believe in this ghost.
Ned, do I have permission to do a spit take in your living room?
No.
I'm doing it anyway. Say that again.
Please don't.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stand down, Bess. The Nickersons are a tidy people.
I wasn't really gonna do it, guys. Unless someone made me laugh. And this is that super red soda that's still on the market even though it's been linked to distractibility in 9 out of 10 Besses. Back to you. Are you finally trading in your Skeptics Club card?
And miss the dinner that probably won't happen this year? No way. People here believe in the ghost. I think if I don't take the ghost story at least a little seriously, I might miss something.
Smart.
Well, I hope so. Goodbye.
I'm gonna
Talk to you later.
Bess more later. And now I'm gonna talk to Addison because,
Hello?
it's very
Addison,
important that I do so.
my name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling to see if you can help me with something.
Is this about Jesselyn?
Yes?
I can't. I'm sorry.
The sooner we can find out what happened to her, the better her chances of survival.
Okay. I'll help with what I can.
Can you walk me through what happened the night Jesselyn went missing?
She was about to get married, and I think the pressure of it was getting to her. It was supposed to be a night of blowing off some steam. Jess always loved a good scare. She used to make me sneak into scary movies with her when we were kids. So, in a weird way, spending the night searching for a ghost sort of made sense for a bachelorette party. At first, it was really fun. We were running around trying to scare ourselves silly. We were making these recordings like we were on a ghost hunter show. Then, things got strange.
Did you notice any secret passages or tunnels while you were at the house?
No, but it was so drafty in there, it would surprise me if there weren't.
Is there anything you remember that might help me find Jesselyn?
No. Actually, wait. Hang on. Upstairs, there was this door. Jess was desperate to get it open. Between you and me, I was relieved that she couldn't figure it out.
Really? Why?
I could feel eyes on me all night long.
What were you doing at Thornton Hall that night?
A scavenger hunt, but I don't know. There was something strange about it.
In what way?
Jess was looking for something toward the end of the night. Kinda desperately. It stopped being fun. That's all I know.
How was Jesselyn acting that night?
Pay attention
She
to
was
this.
classic Jess for most of the night.
Then something happened?
Yeah, we were in the house and suddenly she just screams. And then she's nowhere to be found.
What happened?
I was alone in the house, jumping at every noise, too afraid to move. It felt like hours.
Big yawn.
And she came back. She wouldn't say
Big
what had
yawn.
happened. She wouldn't even talk to me. She wanted to be left alone. She went downstairs and that was that.
You said things got strange. What did you mean?
It was her and me up in that freezing house, and I remember thinking, I'll never get to sleep. But then I started to feel fuzzy.
Fuzzy?
Like I was underwater or something. And I noticed Jess was gone again. I wanted to get up and find her, but I couldn't move. It was like this invisible hand was pinning me down. I heard a strange voice. It wasn't Jess. Then it was the morning. I was alone and Jess was gone.
What? Okay, place your bets now. What's the deal with this?
You said you heard a voice.
Charlotte. I'm sure of it.
Did she say anything?
She sang.
Don't die, don't die.
My bet is I need to drink water.
It's time to drink water. It's time to drink water.
How's Jesselyn's relationship with Clara?
Okay, maybe a little strained.
How so?
Jess used to call her Chairman Mom. Behind her back, of course.
Do you think Clara could have anything to do with Jesselyn going missing?
I don't think Jess was afraid of Clara. But still, I can't
Oh,
say
hey.
for sure.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
what?
Petty's sitting on my recliner.
Aww.
Yeah,
What do
he's
you
just
think
loafing
of
on top
Colton?
of it.
What's to think? He's always been decent to me and Jess.
Would you consider yourself a believer in the paranormal?
If you'd asked that last week, I would have made some crack about Bigfoot.
And now?
And now I'm going to say that I don't believe. Because I'm afraid if I let myself believe, I'll be opening a door that no one can close.
I'd better get going.
Find Jess.
Yes you do. Yes you do.
I can hear you cuddling your cat, you know.
I know.
Hi.
Well, what do you think happened to Jesselyn?
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid thinking about it. I have a... My mind can get caught up in a real dark place. You know, when things around me get bad.
What do you mean?
Ignore me. I've been up way too long.
How did you and Jesselyn meet?
I saw her one day and thought, this is the girl I'm gonna marry. And then I threw a rock at her face.
Real
Like,
smooth.
metaphorically?
Real smooth.
No, I was just a kid. I had a very limited game book. She still has a little scar. You can see it when she smiles. I'll never
Are
live
you
that
still
down.
sick?
I imagine things improved from there.
Just
We
the
became
occasional
best
cough,
friends.
but I'm getting a lot better.
Then we grew up and became what we are. Or were.
Yeah.
Or...
So you and Jesselyn must have dated for quite some time.
Actually didn't start dating until a year ago.
Really?
We both dated other people, but nothing worked out.
Aaron,
One
I'm
day
telling
Clara
you,
had
I was
enough
not coughing
and sat us
nearly
down
this
and
much
said,
during the rest
everyone
of the
knows
day.
you're gonna get married. Go to it already.
Alright, I believe you.
Jess was mortified. I took her out to the coast since that always cheered her up. We talked through the night, and by the time the sun came up, it just stopped sounding so silly.
What do you think of Clara?
She's just a little severe until you get to know her.
And then?
I wouldn't know.
You're holding something back. I'm sorry, I'm gonna press.
You're holding something back.
So what if I am?
Aw.
Don't want to go in the house? Don't blame you.
Do you know anything about Clara's past?
No. It's funny you ask.
Why is that?
I could tell Jess had something to tell me about Clara. She'd get so close and just stop dead.
She never told you anything?
I know Clara's mom died when she was young, and she ended up living with her cousin's family. But that's it.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Hamber. Hamber. Okay, I'm going to go on chat. Oh! Real quickly. Yes, Nancy's voice is very nice. I just witnessed a fly die before my very eyes.
Oh.
In the game, not IRL. Let's see. Uh-huh. Scavenger list. These are the things that are crossed up. Land on the island, photo of a haunted house, find mom's portrait, track down Charlotte's statue, take a picture of the entrance to the ruins, find a bag of cotton, find the key to Charlotte's bedroom is crossed off, see the ghost is crossed off, find a creepy spider alive or dead is crossed off. I can't remember if there's anything that I'm supposed to be doing around here, but considering I can't click anything, I'm assuming not. Death's finger pointing towards me now, and now it's pointing back up again.
It's locked.
Wanna hear a ghost? Check it out.
Do people really come here trying to meet Charlotte's ghost?
Around the time Charlotte's ghost was driving the family away, the stories started to spread. Little kids around here started playing this game to scare themselves silly. They'd turn off the lights and say, "Fire so red, night so black. Dear sweet Charlotte, please come back," over and over again until they'd just about scare themselves to death. It was just a game, but that's when people started jumping the fence at night hoping to meet her, saying that same silly rhyme. Most would just come and go in peace, but the ones who found her, it messed them up real good. A couple even went into shock.
I saw something I can't explain in the house.
That's why you couldn't get me in there for nothing.
I don't believe in ghosts, but
That don't stop you from feeling them. Would you believe my happiest memories live in that house? Christmases and long summer nights stargazing on the roof.
Do you have a key to the crypts?
Sorry.
Have you always been a ghost hunting enthusiast?
I'm not exactly enthusiastic about the dead, no offense meant. But yes, I do find it interesting.
Why?
Life is a quest for truth, is it not? And death has a way of stripping away all pretensions.
That's pretty philosophical for a guy wearing boots.
You Northerners don't have a lock on big thinkers. We got plenty. Like Roscoe J. Redbrook and the Gimbltucky Boys, and I dare you to say their lyrics don't equal those of the Greek poets.
Gotta go.
And we got that old guy with the white suit and the chickens. Point is, I like ghosts because they show me what is, not what I want to see. And wearing boots don't make you stupid. Makes you smart, if it's muddy.
I'd better get going.
Later.
I'd better check out what's going on upstairs.
Oh, there's the note.
Make yourself blind. Call Charlotte home. I need to figure out what this means.
Alright. Alrighty, gang. Well, I'm just gonna... Oh, I don't want to save first. I've already saved. Goodbye, everybody. It has been nice. My bet is that there's a fungus making people hallucinate. You are closer than you think. I know this game. Listen. It ain't fungus, but there is a bit of hallucination going around. Sometimes the ghost is real. Sometimes it's not. That is all I will say about the matter. Anyway, goodbye.